What?
That's how it is, right?
Eric, this is our day 2 of our Building Blocks Design Challenge. Hashtag Ecamm Design Challenge. Every morning, Monday through Friday this week, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of our 5 days weekly design challenge. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fulgence Henry. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. And we are so amazed, I guess, and excited for Mike Reed and Donna.
Bishop.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you guys did amazing. Your design is great. We're actually going to show it if okay with you.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments if okay to share here. And we will do so. You guys did amazing. So if, Sammy, I'm going to call you out because you said you were going to submit yours and we didn't see it.
Where's your homework?
Yes. So
Where's your homework, Samuel?
we're calling you out somewhere. So if you didn't use the hashtag, go ahead and do it, okay? So that we can compile them. But Mike and Bishop did great.
Yes.
They did amazing.
Yes.
So, okay. So, yes. So they say yes. Okay. So we're going to show it. And you guys implemented almost everything you guys will see. But today, we're actually going to show you how to jazz up your waiting screen a little bit more, just like Bishop and Mike did. So they were great students. And we're also going to show you a little bit more things that you could do in the designs. But first, let's go into screen share and show Donald's. Here we go.
Yes.
Okay. Let's click play. Look at his use here of text boxes and emojis.
And emojis.
Look at his timer.
Yes. And
Amazing.
I love how the 2-minute countdown is
Early in
I love
the
how
morning.
2-minute countdown is it's kind of like invisible, right? It's an invisible timer here.
Yes.
And then after this 2 minutes are up, there's a 1-minute countdown, or there's a 1-minute countdown after this 1 minute is up.
Yes, and then but listen to his DJ,
Yeah,
right?
DJ Bishop Oliver is jamming. He's jamming back there. Look at that. And then it triggers this next scene here. That's awesome.
That is great. And look at, I wonder if he imported that font, right?
can
The
be,
number
but-
font. Yeah, that's pretty
awesome.
good. And then
Love it.
we move forward, and I do believe he had.
And check this out. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Everything you see. is
Oh, look at
Bam.
all of this.
Wait for it though.
all
Wait
the
for it
tricks
though.
and
Wait
tips
for it
that
though.
I've learned in day 1. So set for day number 2. All right.
Wait for it.
Let
Wait
me
for
know
it.
in the
Look at that.
comments What you
There was an
think
invisible timer
about
there.
this whole
That is
setup.
great, Bishop. Listen to you, and I love the use. I love the
We're making it
background,
do what it does.
the
All right.
DJing.
Yes.
And
the
get ready for
music.
my
Yes.
closing
And then
screen
towards the
very shortly.
end, the closing screen. Oh,
Look at
let's
that.
go
Let's-
back. Let's go back.
We are out.
Hey.
Bam.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Fire. Fire.
Yes, we love you guys. Good job, Bishop. Good job. That was amazing. And this, you applied everything, and I enjoy the background. The color coding, the color combination was great on your background, and the music, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we
Just
go.
amazing.
Yes, Bishop.
Amazing.
Yes, awesome. All right, so now we're gonna go to Mike Reed.
And Mike Reed, you won't find Mike Reed in Ecamm Live Community. This is posted specifically in the Ecamm Live Academy. So if you are a member of the Ecamm Live Academy, you will find the post there.
Yeah, so then Mike, if you can please, when you post it, if you're gonna post another one, make sure you post it in the community so everyone can see it in the
If you don't
community.
mind.
If you don't mind, right? All right, so now let's go to Mike's.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love the blue.
Yes.
The blue is nice. And Mike has a minimalist approach,
I love
which
it.
is really good. It's
Yes.
really nice. right, so Mike has a 3-minute countdown. The music jamming. I like the opacity of the background. Really
Wish
cool.
there was a hello everyone. Well, hello everyone.
Look
Here I
at
am
that.
back, giving it
Nice.
another try today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day. I'm just going through a couple things. Hello,
That is
my name's
great.
Marie.
Very
And then
nice.
we
And
have
then Mike has a lower third that comes in, so he's sharing that again.
That will work. So third with once
There
again
we
with
go. Let's bring
project
them back.
Yes.
There's some
Solo.
animations coming in.
camera with some movable background coming in. And the next part is something a little different, just the name
Look at
coming in with
that.
no movement happening. And that was a very simple project to do as well. It took a
Yes,
little bit of
it's looking
time, but
good.
once you
Nice.
do it once or twice, you really start rolling quickly with it.
looks
And I have
It's so good.
another one to do. This
Excellent.
is called a copy of the lower third with, once again, the fly-in
Nice. The
names.
fly-in.
And that's all it is. And the last one is simply the lower thirds without the name and that kind of thing. So that was
Dope.
today's project. Very, very simple. And thank you for jumping in.
Nice.
That was amazing. Congratulations. This is great, Mike. Yeah.
That was dope.
We love it. That was great. So remember, all of you, to please use the hashtag. So
Ecamm
that,
Design Challenge.
yes, we actually had to, we put it in at a scrolling ticker. We can do it so that we can have it. So because we want to see all
Yeah,
of you. And
when we jazz up the timer, we'll do
yes,
that. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Yes. All right, everybody. So we are ready to go.
Yes.
We are going to show you again how to jazz up your timer, and we're actually going to show you how to do the invisible timer, just like Bishop did. Bishop is just like ahead of the game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
Bishop
it.
did amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay, so Mister, let's go into live demo mode. Awesome. Okay, so there we go. Let's go into the waiting screen, and you
Yeah.
can take it away, Mister.
Okay. Oh, I'm on the spotlight today.
Yeah, on spotlight.
Well, let's bring the sound effects on over, right? Okay. Well, Anna, first of all, let's talk about the changes that you made from yesterday on this
Right.
countdown.
And actually, you know what? Let's stop the music so that they can hear us better. Here we go. Yes, there it is. So the changes that I made is Building Blocks, right? I just got a font that looks Building Blocky-ish, and we added it there. And I believe that's everything I did.
Right.
on
And
this
everything
one.
else remains,
Yes,
the,
everything
remains
else
the
remained
same. Yes. And Mike is saying he went minimalistic because of his corporate audience. Mike, it looks amazing.
It looks
That's
amazing.
Perfect. That's perfect
yes.
for a corporate audience, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, and I love minimalistic as well. It's great, and changing little shapes, like making circles and things, will make it even more corporate if that's the look that you're looking for, also,
Yeah.
Mike. So you can play with that.
It was awesome. That looks
Yes.
great. And the blue
Yes.
is so cool. So cool.
Right.
All right. So, and then what's the name of this font, Miss Hill?
Are they asking yet?
No, I wanted to know.
It's called Geometric City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. It does look building blockish.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
and something that we found out yesterday, you guys, that we were when we were doing the profile, something that needs to be mentioned. If you are going to get your profile and send it to yourself, for example, you will transfer. If the font are not on the other computer, they won't transfer. So you
Yeah.
will have to install it in the other computer as well.
Right.
Just like anything that you download from, any graphics, if the fonts are not there, they're not going to convert.
Yeah, that goes for whether you're importing the scene or you're importing the entire profile. Font families do not transfer over.
Right.
And the Ecamm team is currently compiling a list of what transfers over in a profile. We know sound levels, they do transfer over in profile. So they're compiling that data as we speak.
Yeah, so definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going back to the
Waiting screen.
Okay, I'll be your pilot. Hey.
All right, cool. So now we want to do something. We're going to add a strolling ticker to
Wait,
it.
I'm sorry, let me take the music down.
Sounds good though. It's Monday.
You wanna leave
It's
it?
Tuesday morning. Yeah, I think it's really low. It's really low.
Okay, so I'll leave it. All right.
Yeah, let it rock. Let it rock. And then we'll get to some people's questions shortly. All right. So few things here. We're going to hit Command N. And let's remove this background here. So we're going to add a scrolling ticker to this. What should we say?
Hashtag.
Right. So this can be, yeah, go ahead, Anna.
You guys let us know if the music is too much for the tutorial.
Yeah. Welcome. You know, you like to, I just go restore default style. All right. Welcome to day 2. All right. And then we can separate some.
Yeah, so Paul is saying that the music is loud, so I'm just going to take it up.
Thank you, moderator.
Yes, there
All
we
right,
go.
cool. All right, so welcome to day 2, right? And then we're going to have a series of text here. So what we like to do is normally separate the text with a bullet point. And this is where the emoji keyboard comes in, because the emoji keyboard is your friend here, right? In addition to emojis, you have other characters. You have arrows and bullets and whatnot, right? And other special characters, pictographs and whatnot. So we're going to look for a bullet here. And look at that. So that creates a separation between your text.
And it's important to note that if you guys are going to play with the emoji keyboard and play with the pictograph and all of that, sometimes it takes a little bit to upload and the window goes behind, and then you see the wheel, the rainbow beach ball, and you think that there's something wrong, but it is behind the screen. So you just have to move the Ecamm window and then do OK to install, and then it goes on.
Right. Right. When sharing your posts. Okay. And let's add another emoji there for good measure. Let's search for our nerd emoji.
It should be in favorites.
It should be. Yeah. And let's decrease this a little bit so we could just get everything on one line. Well, it's going to be on one line anyway when we do the scrolling ticker. And now we select scrolling ticker.
There we go. Move it down. Yes. And that doesn't have a background, but if you want to add a background to it, you can do that as well. It's just like a regular text box, but animation is the scrolling. Right.
And also, too, if we wanted to stand out a little bit more, maybe we go into our BuildingBlocks font family and maybe give it a little bit, make it a little bit bolder. Yeah, that stands out a little bit better, right? And we notice it's moving a little too fast. So we have the bunny and the tortoise here. So let's bring the slider over to the tortoise. Slow it down a bit. The tortoise and the hare.
Yes. Okay, and then we're gonna now answer a question that we received about the transition, and if they wanted to know if we imported transitions or if it's something inside of Ecamm, and the answer is it is all inside of Ecamm.
Right.
And what we do is that we animate the background. So we're gonna show you now how you can do it, and you can animate the background however many shapes you want to add in there. You can animate the shapes. Just having fun with it. So now we're going to teach you how you can animate the background.
Absolutely. And you can do it right here from the waiting screen, right? So we can take this waiting screen and we can duplicate it, for instance, right? So if you notice here, let's just bring the sound effects to 0. There you go. So if you notice here, and let's make sure it's there. Okay, perfect. So the first waiting screen, you have the text box flying in from the left, right? And everything is static, okay? And if we switch to the next waiting screen, it's going to do the same animation unless we take the background and, for instance, let's change this to flying in from the bottom. So now let's take a look at that, right? So we're flying in from the left, and now it flies in from the bottom.
As easy as that.
Just
and
easy
you
as
can,
that.
yes, and you can combine different ones. Like for some of ours, we have shapes coming in that close. We have shapes that come in like just 2 lines, and then you come in like that. So it is super fun, and that is a really great thing to do. For you will have to plan it, trigger it, but with your logo. And we're gonna be talking about how to brand your waiting screen with your logo.
And you know, you got me wanting to do the closing, like that with the. So shall we show that?
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we're on this copy of waiting screen here, let's
You know what?
pause.
We should create a new screen
A new
without
screen
the
from scratch?
Yes,
Sure.
without the text. Let's do
do
it.
it.
Yes.
All right.
There we go.
Awesome.
Look at the glowing
What's my
skin.
you know my earbuds.
You guys,
my
we
earbuds.
go into a clean screen and we see
Yeah,
everything.
but my earbuds, it broke. Like one of the earbuds just like broke off. So like I don't know, gave me a backup set. I don't know.
You always have to have a backup.
Yeah, and it's all tangled up. Like it shows like it just hasn't been used in so long. Okay. All right, perfect. So we're gonna create a brand new text box here, right? And I think we still have that nice rosy color, so we're gonna keep that. So this is going to be, we'll change this to text, from text to side 1, because we're gonna have a side 1 or side 2, or side L, side R.
Yeah, it's
Right?
better that way. So that
Side L, okay.
for left.
For left, side L for left. And before we animate anything, we're going to play around with this a little bit. So let's increase the margin. And we're going to want it to kind of like fill up half of the screen, because we don't want it to fill up the entire screen, right? And of course you could use your grid, but I'm team eyeball. Team eyeball. Okay, that looks pretty halved, right? And then to make it easy for yourself, you can just option drag this and to duplicate it, right? Because we don't need to create a second one. And just slide that over to the right. All right, and as you notice, it's not perfectly half, so it's gonna create this overlap right here in the middle,
Which looks cool.
looks fine, right?
Yeah.
So this side L, and this copy of side L, we're gonna change it from side L to side R. Perfect. Okay. So now we have that, and before we go any further, let's create a group, and this is going to, we call this the overlap, right? And let's bring these in there. Okay. So now side R, you can do one of two ways, but we're gonna have them just come together. So side R is flying in from the right, and side L is going to fly in from the left. All right, and let's check it out. Boom.
Yes, and if you want to add a sound, for example, Ecamm already comes with some sounds. So
Yes.
if you can give me the, oh no, I have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we already have some sounds here that come, sound effects. So if we want to open with a bicycle horn, chili, a party noise, right? Anything we want. How about a triangle? Let's do a triangle. We're just gonna drag it and drop it there.
Right.
And then now when we trigger the scene,
Right. Before we that, so let's go here and then call this the overlap.
the overlap sounds like a movie.
Okay, and then we come back here, and then let's go to the overlap. Oh, actually, sound effects, we turned it down.
Oh, yeah, that's
because of the
true.
music. So let's try that again.
So you can add any animation to it, any
Right.
animation that you want,
Right.
and you can actually have your folder with, for example, any call to action that you want to have on the screen, right? So, for example, if we wanted to have a call to action on the scrolling ticker or anything like that, we can trigger the call to action and add a sound to it.
Right.
So if it's going to be ding,
Right.
make sure to click the like button if you're liking what you're seeing, right? It will
Right.
trigger that.
And also there are other ways you can animate this too, right? So we did it one way versus like, let's say if we just, let's see if we swap them around. No, that's not gonna work. So side R, side L, we can just switch the, actually, no, maybe that will work. If we just swap these around. The plan is to create a crisscross effect. Okay, so side L needs to fly in from the right. Let's see if this works. And side L, side R flies in from the left. Right, so
Right.
you create a crisscross effect.
So let's do the ding again.
Mhm.
Let's do the sound effect again.
Right, so that's another way. And then since we're 3.9, it's only right if we do from flying from the top and flying from the bottom. This should be cool too.
Right. But
Wait, something went. So flying from the bottom. So something should be flying from the top. Let's try that again. There we go.
There it is.
Nice.
So it's just playing with it. But before we continue with further branding, let's go to the comments and see, because I'm seeing some questions regarding the waiting screen, so that we can.
Yeah, let's get out of demo mode first.
I know we should have shown that on full screen. After we answer the comments, we will do it, because it just looks really
why
good.
Not? Let's just do it. One for good measure. There we go. All right. I think, okay, so what are we building today? Paul answered that for you. That is a fantastic feature for the waiting screen. Yes, totally.
I think that's Katie. Why is Katie coming?
Felicia.
Oh, Felicia.
Yeah,
Okay. Hi, Felicia.
The Facebook family is here. We always knew Fulton was a little twisted. Thanks, Paul.
Okay.
Somehow I got an Ecamm update in the beta right now. First time seeing something pop up. Yeah, there was an update recently.
Yeah.
Saying, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So we saw some questions, but it's hard
Let's
to find
see.
if it's.
I think they were answered though.
Okay.
Yeah, they were answered.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Awesome.
Paul answered it for everybody.
Great. Okay.
So we're good.
Yes.
And yes, Bishop, for sure. For sure.
And the triangle sounds powerful. It does. It's just it's like you're ready to get into meditation. Ding! Come on, let's go.
Katie. Good morning, Katie. It's Katie Simpson.
Oh, good morning, Wayne. Okay, so we are branding, right? We're branding our waiting screen. And if you have a logo, right, and you will have to import it if your logo has a graphic already. You import it in, but that you can drag and drop it, find the location, drag and drop it in there, and have it. So for us, we use the emoji.
Yeah.
So for that, we're going to, well, you have the keyboard and the,
Right.
This is, you can be my co-pilot and just command in.
So we're going to create a Building Blocks logo right now.
Yes. Okay, and then we're just going to the emoji keyboard, and we're gonna use and it goes, the opacity usually goes low, so we're gonna do that. So this is our graphic, let's say, right? Our logo. So we're gonna move it here. All right, so first I'm gonna create a folder that's going to be named logo. That's a nice Hammond.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, we're not in demo mode. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys.
Wait, go ahead.
Demo mode. Okay, so there it is. All right, so we went to the emoji keyboard.
And we added a nerd emoji.
Yes. So now we're going to add a little box under it, right? So we're going to do Command N to pull up the window again. There we go. And then we're going to select the background. And of course, we should use red. So we're going to change our profile to Building Blocks so that we can have the red there. And we are going to name it the box for the logo.
Logo box. Logo box. What we can do, what we can do is type logo on the first line, and then hold down Shift, and then hit Enter or Return to go down to the next line, and then type box there.
Yes, and then that way it gives us the nice shape.
It. Right.
Yes, the nice shape. And now we're going to lower the opacity on the text because we just found the box. And then I'm going to add our red. It's going to look different because the rosy is also good, and I'm not going to change it. But all right, so here we go. So we're just going to add it. And we're going to lower the shape a little bit. And then we're going to put it here. And we're going to move the right here. Okay.
And just know, right? So the beauty of creating a logo natively in Ecamm is that you can assign your animations and your transitions to that, right? So if you're importing a PNG or a GIF file, for instance, you currently cannot assign an animation like a fly-in or anything like that to those overlays.
Yes.
But what you can do is you can now do the custom crop feature.
And okay, so now I'm doing this, and you can do this with anything. Like if you want to have a, like for bishop, if you want to have a Bible, if you want to have whatever it is, you can do it that way. So here's the, and we can move it with a new amazing link feature right here, right? I'm gonna click it, and we can move it wherever we want to. So we can go to the top. We can go to the top here. We can go to the left. Anywhere you want to, and it moves with it. Come here, baby. Okay, right there.
Right.
Okay.
And you can add your border around the box and add transparency to the box itself. So
Just Fulgence is just wanting me to do all of
no,
this,
I'm just saying what they can do, right? Oh, and look at that. I haven't thought about that. Adding the corners, changing the corners. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's so much you can do.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Catherine is saying, "Let the nerd versus geek war begin." It's a geek emoji, not a nerd emoji.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Gig, nerd, we identify with either one.
all inclusive.
All inclusive. It's all good. And so, okay, so there you go, right? So you can have that way. So now you can add a hashtag. If you use a hashtag, you can add anything. So for us, we're going to add the hashtag that is for our challenge. So I'm actually going to move.
That looks really cool.
Right? It does. A little,
Just building logos on the spot.
right? All right, so now we're going to add the text command, and to bring the box up, we're going to remove the border, and we're going to remove the background because this is just going to be text. I'm going to up the opacity, see if it lets me do it. And we're going to the Building Blocks font, and we're going to use the Helvetica, what do you want to use, bold? Actually thin.
Yeah.
Because it's for the hashtag,
Yeah, because
right?
it's the hashtag. We don't want it to be too intrusive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to select white for the text. And then go ahead and type.
Ecamm
Design Challenge.
With the hashtag.
There's something about playing with fonts, you guys. Like if you play with the fonts in the same family, you have the bold, and then they make the black, and they make the thin and the light, and it all looks really good.
And maybe the hashtag can be regular, right?
Yeah. Regular, really? Okay. Sure.
Or everything light.
I think everything light.
Okay. Let's keep it light today.
Yeah.
Or was it thin or light? Thin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thin.
All right.
Okay.
Take it away.
You see, you guys, and then now you lower and you can just.
Paul and David, you're funny.
So you can do it like that, or you can do it like this. Make it a little bigger. But this is you will have your branding right here. Or something that we do actually is we have the on the one side, and then we have the logo on another side.
Use your real estate.
Yes.
Use all your real estate. Yeah.
And how do you guys like it, right?
Yeah.
So if it is your logo, you bring it in. You can add a box at the bottom to make it look good, and change the borders and the edges as well, and have fun with it.
Right.
Yes.
We have a question from Catherine Wakefield about resolution. Looking at your screen is real big. Can you have viewing size and output to live different?
What I don't understand the question.
Right. Yeah. What are you referring to, Catherine? Looking at your screen, it's really big.
Look at this. He's wearing let me help. Let me help Paul. Let me help Paul. Okay. So yes, let us know what you mean by that. It's like, and where you're watching from, right? So.
Right.
But what we could do also is, now that we have a design, so we can go back. Let me add this. Actually, no, I'm not gonna add it. So we're gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna get out of demo mode, so then you guys can see what we did.
Right.
So if we were to get out, we're gonna go to the waiting screen with some music, and then. All right, so that will be your waiting screen, and that actually could be really good, like for when they first open, right? Ding! All right, everybody, we're here. And then the music starts.
Right.
Afterwards, that will be something that needs to be triggered, but
Right.
that will be really cool to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you're using this for the waiting screen, how Bishop's strategy was, right? He had a solid number, like begins in 2 minutes, right? And then there was a invisible timer, which triggered the next animation.
Yes, we can actually
to take
go,
it to this screen.
Yeah, we can actually go over that, but we're gonna show you before we do that. We're gonna show you another way to play with emojis for your waiting screen. Okay, so this is about jazzing it up, and we want you to play with it. So the challenge today is to play with your waiting screen, just like Bishop and Mike did. And for those of you who did not watch that, what they did, you can catch the replay. We did it right at the beginning, so you guys can check it out. Right. So when we're talking about jazzing it up and using shapes for animating or making it a little bit more dynamic, we're gonna go to Command N to open it up. And we're going
Let's go back into demo mode.
Oh, thank you, Fulgence Henry. Okay, and we're going to delete the text because we're going to use an emoji. And as Fulgence was mentioning before, guys, we have arrows. We have a lot of different shapes that already come with Mac OS, right? It's already there. You don't have to install anything. So for this, I'm going to use triangle. Oh, if I can spell. This is, you know what? We need a keyword that's like right there. How about you type triangle for me? Because the keyword is just way too far away. Okay.
There you go.
There we go, triangle. So as you can see, there are different types of triangles here. Different types. You can go from any corner, right? And so for this purpose, I want to choose this one, right? And then we're going to select what color would you like.
Well, how many triangles are we putting on? 2?
I think I'm gonna put 1.
1. Let's stick with the gold.
The gold.
Let's try gold.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna take the shadow off because I'm simplistic like that. Okay, so you guys see the triangle here, right? So what I'm going to do with my mouse right here is I'm just going to scroll it down, right? Just like that. That's all I'm doing. And it's making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? So you can do that halfway, or you can also have another triangle, like Fulgence said, that is gonna close, right? You can do this and design anything like those graphics that you see, right? In Canva and things like that. You can do it, add your text. So let's say, for example, we wanted to have.
But before you go further, right? Granted that on like these emojis, if you will, don't have any dead pixels, because if you notice, right, you see the outline around this triangle. There's not much dead pixels here, so it's allowing us to bring it to the edge of the screen, right? Had it been the other way around, as you can see, look, we're restricted from the dead pixels.
But at that point, you will choose the other triangle. Yeah, so the other triangle. For this one, you do this, and you can then your logo, right? You can move it, for example, up here. And you can make like this. This will be for one person, obviously, right? Because, and then we're bringing the Ecamm. So we're gonna bring the Ecamm there, right? And then we have that, and this is an amazing screen that you guys can use for your waiting screen or for anything actually, because when you're presenting, you're doing anything, for example, for you, Michael Reed, or for you, Bishop, you can have your text on it, and then it can be triggered. So you can actually trigger the text if you can get as fancy as you want. So now, Fulgence, so actually let's go out of demo mode so you guys can see how this looks.
Right.
And we can actually, let me see if I can move. The coolest thing, group and move, you guys. Just remember, group and move. You need to make sure that all the layers are unlocked so you can move it. Okay, and they can be inside. They have to be inside the folder, and you have to link it. Okay, so you can move it like this. You can get fancy with it. Right.
And Phil is highlighting something that you always stress. Don't put your icons in the bottom right corner, as it gets in the way of your logo on YouTube. So, you always talk about the restrictions and placing it a little higher. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So, that's that. So now we're going to show you how you can make the screen and close it. If you're going to, end your stream, ending your live stream, you're going to close it. So, Fulgence, do you want to do that?
Sure. Okay. And this just goes back to what we were doing recently with the boxes closing in. So we're going to just take it a little step further. Question from Geraldine.
Yes, it can. It definitely can. That's what we're going to do now. Yes, Geraldine, you're ahead of us. I love it.
Yes. triangle can definitely fly in. Any text overlay inside natively in Ecamm you can assign animation to it, right? So that includes all the emojis in the emoji keyboard.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are going to go back into demo mode, por favor.
Yes.
And this is currently is this under the overlap? Okay, we still have this on the, under the overlap, right? So we're going to duplicate this, and the ding is still there. So we're going to do this, right? So we're going to rename this closing.
And you know, for me, for example, the Fulgens like to have a lot of things. So for me, I liked, for example, this is waiting screen, right? So I would like to design all my waiting screens on one scene, so that then if I'm gonna do waiting screen, I just, you know, okay, let me take it out of there. But Fulgens likes to have scenes. You guys should see his screen.
Oh my gosh. Well, now that we have profiles, right, that eliminates that, right? So we're good. All right, so we have this triangle. We're gonna keep this triangle and gonna expand it a little bit further, right? And we could expand it to the max. Perfect. So this is going to be our closing. And let's name this group closing. What am I doing?
It's just so
I need
early.
another sip of
You
the-
need
of the
to drink the coffee.
Right.
Yes, okay, for real. This is one of my favorite Ecamm cups, and it is a
Bring it a little closer to me.
wait,
All right, this way, yes. The tin.
the tin.
one.
This is one of my favorite cups. Like, I readily use it, and I let Fulgens use it today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Why, thank you. All right, and we're going to Command N, and we're going to find the flip side triangle. Go back into our emoji keyboard, triangle, and I believe it's this one.
Yes.
Okay, and this will color this building blocks 2, building blocks 1. Right? And let's scroll that up. Look at that.
Yes.
This is so easy like that, right?
Yep.
So easy.
And then we can now animate it. This is when we did it for ENN, that we had a little gap in
little
between.
gap.
That it's like a little peak of us.
Right. And what we're going to do, we don't want it to be solid like this. We can just bring the opacity down a little bit. So let's bring that to 70. And let's bring this down to 70 as well. Boom. Okay.
Yes.
See something here. You know, my OCD is bothering me now
Of
with
course.
this
It's
thing.
like,
So this one, if we bring this to the top, we can maneuver it. Oh, it doesn't want to maneuver. Okay, that's all good. It's early. It's like, leave me alone. So we'll just leave it like this.
So we just animate.
Yeah. So this one, the bottom gold on the left side, will have this flying in from the left. We found this to look actually better when you do it this way versus crisscross, because these triangles, you want it to close in. Yeah,
Right.
have that closing animation. It looks cleaner also. And this will fly in from the right. Okay, so let's see what it looks like so far.
Bam.
Just like that.
Yes.
And these are the transitions. This is
Yes.
a transition that you could create using the emojis, right? And we're going to add some text to that, right? So this is going to be thanks for watching.
And we're saying that this is for, you know, you can do this for your waiting screen, but you can also add these transitions to any of your other scenes.
Yep.
Right. So you can cue it that way, because it's an overlay. So if you add it to the folder and then you trigger that overlay either with your Stream Deck or just manually,
Yep.
it will work for you. Yes.
Thanks for watching. Spell it correctly. Right. And then this can be a little bit bolder. Let's do regular. And you don't like shadows.
I don't.
and glows
Yeah.
and
Well,
all
I
that
like
good
shadow,
stuff.
but it's for specific
Yeah.
things.
Right.
You know?
And this one, so this is where, you know, your logo comes in. So we'll add our, what is it? Our geek logo.
A
here.
gig nerd emoji.
Yeah.
I just have
gonna activate that.
found admiration for the nerd word.
Right. So this goes right here.
Like, this looks like thanks for watching. Like, we're gonna go out. Like, okay, leave it. Okay.
And since we have the logo here, let's bring this to the top.
Yes. And we can
move
actually
it.
have the logo. No, actually, the logo can stay. I was going to say, like, we can lower the opacity, but it can stay like that.
It can stay like this.
I like it. I like it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we can make it bigger also.
We can embiggen it. So let's unlink this, and Ecamm Design Challenge can get out of there. Can't even see it right now, but that's all good. And let's hide the geek for now, and let's increase this. Right, it could stay this color, or we can change the color. Get the vertical snap going. Right, that's a good size. Right. And then let's bring the geek back and increase that.
And he can fly in from the bottom or from the top.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can, yeah. So we can. And I mean, how about let him fly in from the bottom so he can be like. Ooh.
But you know what though? Maybe if we do from the top, because thanks for watching, it's gonna come in from the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And then geek can fly in from the top, right?
Sure. He will look better flying in from the bottom though.
Let's try both.
Yes. Okay.
Let's try both. So this is what flying from the top will look like. So you have to assign it to both the logo box and the geek. Okay. And let's go back to solo and bye, you guys. Right? So now.
And we have and do we add another noise, another sound effect, applause, bicycle horn? Because you guys can add any animation to this just by dragging it in there. So you just have to delete it. So let's add party noise.
Maybe we could add some more native sound effects, right?
Feature request for real. Feature request will make it even more for adding, right? Okay. Why is that so funny to us though? Right? Okay.
Because it's Ken. It's Ken. Ken is behind this.
It's okay. Okay. So what about if we leave so this is what we mean. This is what we mean when we say play with it and jazz it up. Because what if we leave the box there, just static?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then just have him, Mr. Nerdy, come up and just rest.
Okay.
Right?
All right. So logo box is going to, instead of flying from the bottom, logo box will stay at fixed position.
Yes.
And geek is going to fly in from the bottom with thanks for watching.
Just by himself. And because thanks for watching. Let's see. Actually, yes.
Okay.
But I just wanted him by himself.
Let's see what it looks like right now.
Yes, okay.
Is that what I had in mind?
Yeah, not for the text. Let's try it again, though. Let's try it again.
Okay, let's look at it one more time.
I guess. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So you guys, you see, you can play with it. You can do all these fun things. Add your logo to it like that, to the opening scene, and also wait. Let's get out of a demo mode so we can show them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's record it again, please.
So these sound effects.
It's so great. It's so great. Okay, so we can do that. Let's get out. Let's go here. Yes. You can apply all of these effects to any scenes, right? So you guys have seen how there's one, for example, the host, and then on the side, there is a rectangle with text. You can do that. You can do that with a triangle, right? You can add circles to like round shapes to your screens. But the circle is a little bit tricky because it does have a lot of pixels around it. So it doesn't allow us to be really creative with it. But you can play around with it, making them smaller, making an outline to the circle and animate the circle. It's really, really good. But we do have a feature request for shapes to have like true size shapes. So we're...
Right.
Yes.
And so Bishop says fade in would be awesome. But Bishop, did you know?
Yes,
this is where we have
right,
the ENN. Did you know?
Did you know that? Okay.
If we go to, I believe it's options. If you check transition, 3.9 has.
Let's go. Okay. After you do that,
Right.
we go into get out of a demo mode so they can really appreciate the transition.
Right. So 3.9 has new transitions, which is slow cross dissolve and slower cross dissolve, right? So I believe you apply it to the scene that you want the cross dissolve to come in. So if we wanted to come to the closing, we come here and go options, transition, and let's try slow cross dissolve, because the slower cross dissolve, aka the Fulgence fade.
It's his Fulgence face.
Really,
You guys can see he has
it's really
a hat.
slow and dramatic.
When you come up, you should be like.
I don't have my fade, so yeah, we're not gonna use Fulgence fade today. We'll just use slow cross dissolve. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go back to solo.
All right.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. Before we do that, right? So it's the scene that you're in that you have to apply it to. So you want it to transition to the next scene, right? So it has to be applied to this scene. So slow cross dissolve. Okay. Let's go.
Try. Okay. All right.
All right. So let's do this.
Okay, and the slow cross dissolve actually will take a little bit more. So try the slow cross dissolve.
Which one?
The slower.
The slower.
The slower.
Okay.
And also because of the triangles, it might not, and it is already low opacity,
Yeah.
so it might not show that much on this one. But you changed it already?
No. So we're gonna go into solo. So we're not in demo mode. So what we're doing, we're just going back to options, transition on this scene, and select it to slower, aka Fulgence fade. And then now let's go back to closing, and you're gonna see the difference. Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice and
right.
blurry. Yeah. Oh, okay. And fade in on the text overlay. Yeah. That'll be interesting to see how they can add something like that.
Yeah. Fading on the text overlay. Okay. So we have to apply the transition to it. We're going to play with that, Bishop. We're going to play with that because what if it can be done right now? We just haven't played with it.
No, because it's just flying in from the left, flying from the right. It's not fading.
Right, but what if we could add it in a group and add it to the Stream Deck? You know how the Stream Deck already has like a slower thing? And it can sometimes it just comes in and it looks like a fade because it takes a little bit. We're going to play with it. We're going to play with it. You it's not possible.
No, it's not possible.
Or isn't that? Listen. For real, when somebody says something's not possible, they're calling my name.
I mean, like right now, but it's not possible for Ken. It's possible for Ken and Glenn to fix it, to add it. Okay. She went quiet, you guys. Okay.
Yes, we're
let
gonna
you do your thing. Figure it out.
No, not now. I'm saying I will definitely try it. But okay, so let's see if there are any questions. You guys have any questions about this? Remember that your challenge is to get your waiting screen, to brand your waiting screen and jazz it up a little bit more. You post the challenge into the Ecamm live community, okay, with Ecamm. Oh my gosh, let me say it again because I keep getting confused on that one.
Ecamm Design Challenge.
Wait, let's get to the screen. Right there, you guys. Hashtag Ecamm Design Challenge. And then you can, but then we will see it and we will feature it tomorrow. We'll show it tomorrow and see what you guys have done. So Ecamm Design Challenge into the Ecamm Live community for tomorrow. So we want to see triangles. We want to see circles. We want to see lines. You can use all of that because it's available for you in the emoji keyboard. Okay, you can also do so the lines, when you will see, you can use the line as a text. So you can do Command N for text and then do a line and play with it. And then you can also do the lines from the emoji keyboard as well, because they have different shapes. They have little dotted lines and as well as little dotted circles and things like that.
Right.
So yes, okay. Thank you. Another sleepless night tonight. Okay. Let's go for it. Okay, so let's see if we have any other questions.
I think we're all caught up here with the questions. Awesome,
Yeah.
Cortland. Glad you enjoyed this.
Thank you, Cortland. And then you can do the same thing too. Look at how cool that looks, right?
Yes,
The
right.
Same thing.
And we can touch a little bit on the comments real quick, right? Right. So if we go back into demo mode.
For the waiting screen, right? Because
For the waiting screen. So let's go back into the waiting screen here.
Ooh, Oh
yeah,
that,
that
you know
yeah,
what?
the
We're gonna-
the
yeah,
nice
they were-
fade.
He didn't work with this music.
Thank you for Bishop for mentioning fade anyway, because it looks great.
And then you will come like this with your head down and like
Oh my
dun, dun, dun.
All right, so we're in demo mode. We have.
Wait,
the-
let me lower the music because they were saying that the music
Yep.
was loud.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that fixes it, but if not, we'll just turn it off. Okay. So we're in demo mode. We have the comments coming in, right? And just so you know, everything in the comment, because besides David Hunt's avatar, everything you can edit in here, right? So it's all text. So David Hunt's name can change. You could reword what David said, right?
Which is not recommended.
Which is not recommended, but that can be done, right? And you can also add your border to your comments, for instance, right? So let's just say, and the border is a little thick, so let's bring it a little thin. You can add the corners.
What does that mean?
That music sounds like the track for The Shaft. Nice. You can add your corners, so you could change it up however you want it to be, right? So which is cool because your comment is basically a text overlay. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you can add opacity to it. So we had the 80%. The 80% looks amazing, right? And we're leaving it like that. And let's save it. Let's have that come back in again. Look at that. So we just switched it up a little bit, right?
Look at that. Oh my God, I just love that color.
Right, and then you could also, instead of flying from the left, you can come in from the bottom, from the top. Not recommending you do scrolling ticker, but since we're here, we'll show you what it looks like. that's what it turns into.
But you know what? I like the shape though because it kept the shape on the side.
Right.
And it just kind of comes in.
That's different.
But yeah, that's definitely different. But it's gonna have to. So let's see if we bring another comment. Let's try the other.
So see what it does. It just
Yeah.
triggers the next comment, right? So for instance.
Right. It would be hard to read though.
Yeah, I mean, it's scrolling ticker, so you could
Right.
bring it down. You could bring it toward the tortoise.
And then they have
I like that the avatar is scrolling.
It's scrolling with it.
Yes, Cortland, it is from Epidemic Sound,
Yeah, it's epidemic sound.
as Paul has mentioned.
I love it like how it
Look
comes
at
like that,
Paul
though.
running. Look at Paul running.
Now listen, if we do the side on the other one like that, it kind of fixes where the.
Yeah, let's try that. So
Yeah.
this goes like this. This
Yeah.
goes like this.
Let's
yeah.
see.
Oh, it doesn't do it because it's only from one end. Yeah, that'd have been cool though if it did it.
Oh, wait, what if it's not all the way to this? Kind of.
Because
Like,
you can't move it, right? So it just stays like that. But that is
that's
cool.
cool.
That is cool. And so let's go back to how we had it before.
there is a song that goes run boy boy, run boy boy, run boy, and then we'll be like for Paul, and as he comes, his comment.
Oh, okay. Sorry, David. Hold on a second. So let's go back here. And so by the way, this is the flying from the bottom, but we're gonna get out of demo mode. Let's do the scrolling ticker again. And let's slow it down.
Guys, let us know if the music is still too loud or if you just want us to turn the music off. Even though you guys are asking questions about the music.
I like it because of the corner radius.
Maybe the scrolling ticker on the top should be static, so it's not competing.
Mm-hmm. Fixed position. And let's bring this. I like this song. Why did it hold on,
But hey, BuildingBlocks has this whole thing, so it's
Yeah.
really easy to do.
Yeah, but let's just go back to regular and let's bring this to
Yeah, this song is pretty awesome.
actually, yeah, I mean it's gonna be a long line, but you guys get the idea. This can be on 2 lines
Or you can just say, please use
the
hashtag
hashtag.
Ecamm
Yeah,
without
so
saying
let's
remove.
delete. Anna's favorite thing to do.
When I get mad, I fold you, so I'm like, stop, I'm gonna delete you.
Delete. Don't delete me. Don't delete me. Don't delete me, please.
I will delete you.
Okay. Let's see that. Even makes Facebook user look good.
Right? It's the color. It's the color. Yeah. Okay. You see?
Who was that? Laura McKenzie. Mackenzie. Okay, our time went down, but you saw the transition come in.
Yes.
Yes, this is awesome.
Let me go back and yeah, and the timer right now is exactly at 10 o'clock. Look at that. Look at that. So we're going back in here. So you guys, right? This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hope you guys learned a lot of great stuff to apply to your waiting screens. We want to see the challenge, and also you can use it for any of your other scenes, because yesterday's challenge was to create a new profile using at least 3 scenes, right? So you can do your waiting screen, and you can do your solo screen
Right.
or your guest screen,
Right.
and then you can use a closing screen and use all of these transitions that you
But you know what's great about using it for the waiting screen, right? Because it's all about engagement, right?
Right.
Live audience
Yes.
engagement. So you have the comments there, and you're interacting, and you just like make people want to get involved before your show even starts. So
Yes.
it's awesome,
Yeah.
the things that you can do
Yeah.
natively inside of
Inside
Ecamm
Ecamm,
Live.
Yes, yeah. So this is again, this is what we did today. All right, so let's go. You know what, the comments were great. This was
That was
great.
cool.
That was really cool. And this is designing the triangle. I've used in the triangles, and then we have, what was the other one? We have the copy of the waiting
copy.
screen. So that was coming from the bottom. That was from the
And
side.
this is with the scrolling ticker comments.
Yep. There we go. Awesome. All right, you guys. So make sure hashtag right here, Ecamm Design Challenge, so that we can find it and we can showcase it tomorrow for you on our day 3 of Building Blocks Design Challenge.
Yeah, and thank you, Mike, and thank you, Bishop, for sharing that stuff. That
Yes.
was so inspiring.
That was great.
It's so good.
That was
So
great. Yes. All right, you guys. So any questions, if catching the replay, please feel free to write it. We will come back and answer your questions. Other than that, we will see you early, bright and early tomorrow.
Mañana, 9 a.m. Eastern
Yeah.
Standard Time. Sorry, Rob Viles and Paul and everybody on the West Coast side.
I know.
Rich.
And Fulgence is liking the AM time, though. He's really digging the AM
AM
time.
is cool. AM
Yeah.
is cool. But sorry, West Coast guys. Sorry. Marga, there's a bunch of you.
I know, right?
But
All right.
thank you again, Paul, for sticking with us so early in
course.
the morning. Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
Well, thanks everyone for watching, and have fun designing. I can't wait to see what you guys create tomorrow. My name is Ana Hill,
And I'm Fulgence Henry.
and we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mañana.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, you guys. Thank you. All right, we're going to cue in this closing screen for you guys that we're going to jazz up tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.